Hey everyone, and welcome to MacRAE'S Growth Challenge podcast, Insight with B2B and manufacturing leaders, where we uncover their stories, strategies, and solutions to overcoming growth challenges in their industries. I'm your host, Maria, and in each episode, we will dive deep with founders, CEOs, and industry experts to explore how they scale, innovate, and lead in today's competitive landscape. So let's get started. Today, we have Brett from AM Industrial Group. Nice to have you. How are you today?
Yeah, doing well. Thanks
Awesome.
for having me.
Of course. Brett, can you give us an introduction about AM Industrial Group, what you guys do, how long you've been around, and your role in the company?
So, AM Industrial Group is a machinery provider in industry all over America and Canada, countries surrounding America. We focus on machinery that is used and refurbished. We do a lot in the tube and pipe industry. We do a lot in the air filtration industry. And we're been around since 1991. So we're a well-established company, and we've got a lot of depth in the marketplace.
Awesome. And what is your role, Brett?
So I am the president of AM Industrial.
And how long have you been with the company?
I've been with the company over 15 years. I started as a machine technician, worked my way through the production facility and into sales, and now the president.
Okay, awesome. Which one has been your favorite so far in the 15 years?
I still find the most fun in dealing with customers directly and partnering with them to understand what their manufacturing challenges are. Bringing a machine into the equation that solves a manufacturing challenge and ultimately helps a company grow and increase their ability to manufacture product is very, very rewarding part of what we do.
That's very interesting. I'm actually, and takes me to my next question. When it comes to customer expectations or, with how they're getting the products, what they're looking for, there's a lot of changes that are happening in your industry right now, whether it's some things that are in your control and some things that are out of your control. How has that been affecting your business operations?
Good question. A lot of customers come to us and they're grateful for three things. One is that we have the inventory available. The second thing is that they don't have to deal with a tariff or an uncertain landed cost on the piece of equipment. And thirdly, they get local support. We're based right here in Cleveland, Ohio. We're central in the United States. We can get up into Canada easily, service Mexico as well. A lot of companies have benefited from that. They're grateful that we're available to get out there and help them out, and that they can get to our facility easily and work with us when they're selecting their piece of equipment.
How is their experience with you different from previous experience? Like, who did they work with before to solve the same problems? Where were they located?
So a lot of machinery comes from Europe or else from Asia. So dealing with those importing processes or dealing with the distances involved in getting support is sometimes a challenge.
And what would you say? Because I feel like so the shift is now that a lot of the business is coming back to the U.S. and North America now, right?
It is. So it's a two-part shift. One part is that more manufacturing is coming back to North America. So that creates an increase in demand. The second part of the shift is that it is a little more difficult to import equipment than it used to be. So that creates demand where perhaps it wasn't quite as noticeable in the past.
How are you guys capitalizing on those opportunities? Like, how are you getting in front of those people, or making sure that they find you. Can you share a little bit about that?
So we do the conventional trade shows, and of course have our sales team and business development teams working on outreach, servicing clients. We also invest in our web presence through the website and other means to make sure that we're representing our equipment online as best as possible. That is a focus for us, and I would say it's a continuing focus for us.
Yeah. When you think about like your 15 years in the company compared to challenges that you had previously, how are those different with now the changing, just the landscape of how business is done, whether there is AI or technologies or how people find business or the tariffs, like how things are going to be different, do you think, now moving into the future with all these components?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think the simplest answer is you have to keep up. It's a evolving landscape. There's always changes. There's always challenges. But it's important to us, and I am constantly reminding our team here that we have to keep up. We have to be nimble. We have to be out there in the marketplace for what the current need is. We're not going to see the manufacturing days of the 80s come back. They're past. They're not coming back. We're in 2025, 2026, and technology is in the workplace. It's in production facilities, and AI is in production facilities. It's not about to be here. It's already here. All those factors need to be considered and leveraged while we're working with customers.
Can you think back of like a specific, maybe like scenario or something that you guys try to do in order to either stay competitive or grow that just really did not go well at all? Because every business tries different things to grow and sometimes things don't go as planned. Is there anything that you can share with us that was a really good learning opportunity for you?
It's certainly a fact that not everything that you try for growth or for marketing is a success. And I think it's important not to be shy to try new things. But you have to expect that certain things aren't going to work. We've gone through a couple iterations of our website, and there are features that we put on our website that they just didn't work. They didn't make sense for our customer base. Maybe they made sense for a different customer base, but I think to realize quickly that if something's not working, to hurry up and change it. Don't expect everyone that's supposed to use it to change, because they're not gonna. And I think that's probably one of our biggest lessons learned is don't hesitate to make a change. Have the courage and the trust within the team. We're big on the speed of trust. We're big on having the ability to have a frank and honest conversation about what's happening, and then ultimately pick a path that makes sense for everyone and proceed forward from that.
Yeah. Because how long have you been the president now?
So I was sales manager through 2024, and then in 2025 I became president.
Okay. So let's say 3 years from now, 5 years from now, what other changes would you like to bring to such a mature company?
So I would like to see our ability to service more customers with a high level of customer service. And I would like to see our ability to touch more markets, touch more manufacturing operations, and also touch more manufacturing processes than we touch today. And I believe that takes a mindful, structured approach, structured plan.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that without giving up any secrets that nobody can know?
No, I just would say that there's a need for quality machinery and quality machinery suppliers in the marketplace, and we're very mindful of that, and are serious about approaching it with a structured mindset.
Which part are you most excited about? The new markets, the new machinery, the way that you're going to be servicing customers?
So I'm most excited about having a small part in touching these supply chain issues where we can bring a piece of equipment to a customer at a competitive price. It gets them into a place where they can manufacture something. They can say yes to their customer. So when there's that point of enablement, that's really exciting for us. And it can actually make an impact on a manufacturing facility's profitability. It can make the difference on whether they are able to maintain production on a certain product line competitively in a global economy.
What do you see some of the mistakes that some of your competitors are making?
Well, I probably would start with the simple approach to sales, that in sales, you do have to start with the end in view, and you do have to look at what is ultimately going to be a foundation of a successful project. And we do, in certain cases, see where someone has maybe not laid that foundation early in the sales process. That is one thing we do like to do, is give customers options and choices. It's part of the reason we work with so many brands of equipment and stock so many brands of equipment, is it goes ahead and gives a customer the opportunity to compare those brands and ultimately pick what will suit their needs the best.
It sounds like everything, I don't know if this was always part of the leadership group, but it sounds like you guys like to move fast. You guys like to keep your customers top of mind, and you're also trying to keep your operations lean but effective. What do you think in, the next little while, do you see any type of changes that will come that will actually affect the bottom line specifically in any of those operations?
There's no specific changes that come to mind. I do think AI is a big part of the go forward picture in any business that's planning for the future. Exactly what it impacts and where it makes a difference probably remains to be seen in a lot of cases. But the facts are, well, costs are rising, and competition is increasing. We need any advantage in the manufacturing space in North America that we can get. So we're all about capitalizing on those advantages in the now and in the future.
Yeah, I love it. And if somebody brand new to the podcast, they don't really know anything about you, what's some of the top things that they should know about your company, and where can they find out more?
So we're based in Cleveland, Ohio, and we have a large inventory of machinery that's available for inspection and oftentimes immediate delivery. We do have the ability to handle a wide range of equipment with our own facilities. We've got 3 facilities in Northeast Ohio, and they total over 200,000 square feet. And we're very passionate and very excited about manufacturing. We love to hear about manufacturing increasing and growing in any industry in the United States.
Is there a specific type of partner that you're looking to attract? Maybe they're listening, they can get in contact.
Good question. Anybody that's trying to figure out how they're going to afford a piece of machinery to manufacture something. So if somebody's looking at the price of a piece of new equipment and they're trying to determine how many years it's going to take before they make their first dollar back, we want to talk, because in our industries that we service, we have equipment that will get that first dollar back sooner. In many cases, because it's equipment that is used or refurbished, that's available fast, and it's available at a lower price, better value ultimately than a brand new piece of equipment.
That's great. Is there anything else that you wanted to add to the podcast today that anybody should know about your company?
The only additional thing I would say is don't hesitate to challenge status quo. If you're a company that's always bought new machinery, don't hesitate to reach out and consider what options are out there for used and refurbished. In any industry, there's an opportunity for better value. There's an opportunity for more a faster return on investment. So don't limit yourself to the fact that new has always been what you've done.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brad.
Thank you.
Thank you.